we'll see the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it off to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Mississippi State's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Hand off to the fullback. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman, one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Otis. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Great. Pick up as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the front packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Time to take a shot. He's got it up to 30. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Second down.
On the ground, it's Henderson. And the erase it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Harrell. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Makes the quick grab. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense with jumbo personnel. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
On the option. Now the toss. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Rides to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for space, it's Porter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of... We start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Givens. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. That's reeled in. It's Otis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride of the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's second and 11. From the gun to give, looking for room. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Snagged in the middle, it's Moon. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Hand off from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as... He got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. The short hand, Givens. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football in the perimeter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Hilton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
3rd down coming up.
They'll run this play from the pistol. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moon. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Unloads quickly. He'll be out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 24.
He runs out of bounds at the 24.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Back open in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Breaks the tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Flowers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Got a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. To throw, it's Hilton. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, is breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Grabbed in the middle, it's moved. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Flowers. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Moon. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moon. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Looking for a gap. It's Porter. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snags it quickly on the left. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Auburn! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Porter. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Dropping back, it's Hilton. Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. The give to the big fullback. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds his man. It's Porter. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Big fullback's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Grab near the sticks. It's moved. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Making side adjustments here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Hilton. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball ball because it is a long way to the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. On the run, it's Henderson. Nice move there. Oh, he broke out another move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Follow the blockers. The offensive bye will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to pass, it's Hilton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Connor. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Got the back over the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
By the back.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Scanning the field, it's Hilton. Finds his man. It's Givens. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it on the move. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Back to pass. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Marches ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.